Hi, it's Russ from Pro Tools Expert, and somebody asked me recently, was I just going to be doing reviews from now on, and was I going to be doing any more of the get those sounds using just the free stuff in Pro Tools? Well, I've just been really busy, and so I've not had time to sit down and figure a few of these things out, but I had a listen to the Coldplay Rihanna track that's charting at the moment, and it's quite interesting actually. It's got some pretty cool stuff in there, and whether you like the song or not, some of the production is really nice. So I've gone through and I found a couple of things that I can show you some tricks on. So one of them is that really cool synth sound, and as I say, I don't play the tracks on YouTube because of copyright restrictions and stuff like that. So you can zip over to iTunes and listen to it, and just preview it if you don't want to buy it, and then have a listen to what I'm talking about. So what we have is we have a pretty cool basic beat. I've used boom, and I've used a combination of sounds: a 909 kick, a dance snare, which I've tuned a bit. I don't know if you know that all these screws here actually mean you can adjust stuff. So if you grab that little screw there, move it up and down, you can adjust that. And then I've got this snare adjusted, and then a low tom from the 909 kit. So and then that's all I'm using on this. It's 4 drums, and you get this drum sound. There's a snare roll here. And to thicken it up as well, I've got my comp limiter. Now, you might see I've pimped it up. I've been playing around getting under the hood of these plugins and started pimping them a bit. So I did this with the compressor limiter. You might find this a bit of fun. And if you want to know how to do it, there's a couple of threads running on the Avid DUC on how you can pimp your own plugins. So I pimped mine up with this slightly better GUI. So if you haven't got this GUI, that's because this is my personal stylization of this. So what we've done, we've added the fatten option on here. Can hear it just really just crushes it, but we could crush it even more if we wanted to. But I wanted some of that dynamic still coming through. Yeah, like that. So the big thing in that track in the early part is this is a repetitive synth part, and I'll show you how I got it. So what we've got here is this basically. That's all done automatically. Let me show you how it starts. So what we start with is expand, and I'm going to break it all apart for you so you can see it all being constructed. And all-purpose stack is a favorite for doing this kind of stuff on. So what you need to do, you need to open up all-purpose stack, which is in the synths, and in A and B, both of them, you want to get your release time and push it up hard here. Release time high, and then the release time here up high as well, because you've got these two sounds, bright zapper. And then in easy, you want the release time up as well. And what you end up with is this sound. That's all there is to it, which sounds pretty weird and doesn't sound anything like the actual track. Then the next thing we do is we need to filth it up, and we use Air Lo-Fi. So add that to it and you get this. There's the original. And that's a combination of pulling the sample rate down here and the bit depth down and pushing the clip up here and the noise and the rectify and then mixing it to taste. And then the cool thing, where we get the actual repetitive thing, is we're using filter gate, and you've seen me do that before. So let me open these up, and I'm just going to use the target mode so you can see them all on the screen at the same time. So, and expand to, there we go. Oops, excuse me. Put that over there, just get some real estate going here. So we have those sounds going through this lo-fi, which lo-fi then goes through the really cool filter gate, 12-step pattern. There's the settings. You can pause this video if you want and check them out. So they're all set. Everything's set like that. And you end up with this. If you want to make that snappier, you can do that. So that's that. Then the bass comes in, and this is the bass sound. Whoops. Just use a simple 22 synth bass and turn the cutoff down because I don't want most of that stuff. You could have it in if you wanted to. I've got glide in as well then. Glide means that as it goes between notes, I've got it in mono. As it goes between notes, you get that ooh. It doesn't go directly, so. Put those three together. Quite a nice, really edgy sound now, and if you put it all together, I've put a little vocal in just so you can hear it in context. I'm not Chris Martin, and not married to Gwyneth Paltrow either, but this is me. I've just thrown down a vocal just as a guide, just so you can hear it in context. Here's the track. Once upon a time we fell apart. You're holding in my hands the two halves of your heart. Now here there's a load of thrashing guitars going on as well. If you want to add those, you could. That's how you get these kind of sounds that are on the Princess of China track from Coldplay and Rihanna. I think that's what it's called. Not the biggest fan, so there we go. Hope that's been a help. Hope that's given you some tips and tricks and inspired you to go and get under the hood and add these things in. And it just goes to show, if you start adding things like compressors to drum machines and you start adding lo-fi and filter gates to expanded stuff, you completely change the sounds of stuff, and it really makes a big difference. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.